The boy with no traded monoxide unimmune, a village forgotten by time. Where the sun rose gently over mud houses, and the wind carried the scent of palm wine and firewood, there lived a boy who had nothing but his breath. His name was Kweku. Though few bothered to remember it, his parents had died when he was too young to understand death. Some said fever took them. Others whispered that the spirits had reclaimed what they once loaned to the earth. Whatever the truth, Kweku was left alone, raised by no one, and protected by nothing except fate. He slept in an abandoned hut at the edge of the village, its roof patched with dry leaves and hope. Each morning he awoke before the cock crowed and walked from compound to compound, offering his strength in exchange for leftovers. Some days he was fed, many days he was not. Yet Kweku never complained. When elders passed, he bowed. When children insulted him, he smiled. When hunger bit deep into his stomach, he endured. The villagers said, "That boy was born with poverty tied around his neck." Asterisk, despite his suffering, Kweku possessed something rarer than wealth, a kind heart. When a blind old woman struggled to fetch water, Kweku carried her pot when a traveler collapsed at the village edge. Kweku shared his only meal when others chased strangers away. Kweku welcomed them with respect. The elders noticed, but said nothing. The youths mocked him openly. Kindness does not fill a stomach, they laughed. Kweku would nod in reply, but it fills the soul. Few understood him. At night, as he lay beneath a sky heavy with stars, Kweku often spoke softly to the ancestors. "If there is a path meant for me," he whispered, "let my feet find it." The ancestors listened. Asterisk, one year, the rains failed, the rivers shrank, the crops died. Hunger became a permanent visitor. Even those who once helped Kweku now closed their doors for 3 days. He ate nothing. On the 4th day, weak and dizzy, Kweku stood at the village boundary and stared at the forbidden forest, a place spoken of only in whispers. It was said spirits lived there. It was said humans who entered never returned. It was said the forest judged hearts with no strength left. Kweku stepped forward. "If I must die," he said quietly, "let it be while searching for life." Asterisk, as Kweku entered the forest, the air changed, the wind stilled, the birds fell silent, the trees seemed to watch. Then light appeared soft, glowing, alive. From it emerged a woman of breathtaking beauty. Her skin shimmered like moonlight on water, and her eyes held ancient wisdom. "I am Adoma," she said, her voice calm yet powerful, princess of the forest spirits. Kweku fell to his knees, trembling. "We have watched you since childhood," she continued. "Your suffering has not hardened your heart. That is rare among humans." She looked at him intently. "Our world seeks a husband for its princess, a man not chosen by wealth, strength, or lineage but by character." Kweku swallowed. "You have been chosen." Asterisk, with a wave of her hand. Adoma summoned gold more than Kweku had ever imagined. "Take it," she said. "Claim wealth and leave." Kweku stared at the gold, his heart pounding. Visions of full meals, strong houses, and respect filled his mind. Then he shook his head. "I do not need riches," he said, "only enough to live and help others." The gold vanished. The forest stirred. Asterisk, Adoma lifted her hand again. The village appeared before them. "You may rule them," she said. "Those who mocked you will bow." Kweku watched as his tormentors knelt in fear. Slowly, he turned away. "Power built on bitterness destroys both ruler and people," he said. "I want peace, not revenge." The vision disappeared. The spirits whispered among themselves. Asterisk, without warning, Adoma transformed into fire. The ground shook. Flames rose. "Do you fear me?" she asked. Kweku's legs trembled, but he stood firm. "If my life ends here," he said, "I accept it with gratitude." Silence fell, then laughter gentle. "Joyous you have passed," Adoma said, returning to her true form. Asterisk, that night, the forest celebrated. Drums beat without hands. Trees swayed like dancers. The ancestors appeared. Kweku was bathed, clothed in royal garments, and seated beside Adoma. The spirits spoke. "This union binds humility to power. But one rule must never be broken." Adoma whispered it to him. "Never boast of what the spirits gave you." Kweku agreed. He became husband to the spirit princess and guardian between worlds. Kweku returned to the village transformed not in arrogance, but in purpose. Wells appeared where land was dry, food multiplied, where hunger lived, peace replaced envy. The villagers bowed in disbelief. He ruled wisely, quietly, but humans are human. Surrounded by praise, Kweku spoke of the forest, of the spirits, of his marriage. The wind stopped. The night fell heavy. Adoma vanished, leaving only her final words in his heart. Let wisdom guide what power can no longer protect. Kweku wept, but he ruled justly, though his spirit wife never returned. Her teachings remained. He lived long, he ruled fairly, he died respected, and the elders taught their children. Humility opens doors, wealth cannot. The spirits reward the pure of heart. A king is not crowned by gold, but by character. Moral lesson of the STOR White Crew: greatness is born from humility, tested by hardship, and preserved by wisdom.